I have something that I want to start out the episode with while I, right after I do the intro, can I do that?
Sure, yeah.
It's, I'm springing it on you, but it's like,
Ooh.
it's shit that we've already talked about, so it's fine.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Let me look up, because I have...
Just spring it on me. Surprise me.
Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Best Boys Podcast. It's a creative workshop by film students, but not just for film students. So, today is, in fact, Valentine's Day, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Will Smith Genie.
Yeah, we are. Are you
Are you ready to talk about Will Smith Genie, Jessie?
Are you going to introduce us? The individual people? Oh, okay, cool.
No.
All right. Anyway.
All that is important right now is Will Smith Genie.
Will Smith Genie. This is going to be very dated by the time this episode comes out, because it's coming out like an entire week from Thursday.
That's fine.
So it's going to be like a literal week after Valentine's Day.
I'm sure people are still going to be like, yeah, that's a pretty fucked up Will Smith Genie, huh?
Yeah, that's
I don't
true.
think the opinion on Will Smith Genie is going to change very much.
That's true. I don't think even after the movie comes out, I don't think the opinion is going to change.
Because, I mean, seeing it move...
It's bad.
Makes it worse.
Yeah.
I still haven't actually seen the trailer. I've just seen the screenshots for it, because I don't want to see it move.
Can we get a live reaction of you on the podcast watching the movie?
How long is the...
it's only a minute.
How long is the trailer?
It's only a minute, and the genie only shows up in the last, 15 seconds.
Okay. You said it was, at 40-something seconds, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm skipping ahead. Okay, I'm so scared. Oh no. Oh, good lord! I hate that so much! His body just looks wrong.
Yeah! Okay.
It's like too thick. Like, his body is too big, but the details on his body are shrunk. And it's like his head is too big, but his face is slightly too small for his head. Mm-hmm. And then they have the really bad CGI pointed ears. Oh my god, that's so bad.
Okay, so have you ever seen Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's first movie, The Mummy 2: The Scorpion King?
No.
Okay, so you might have seen the bit where the Scorpion King himself, played by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, appears, and it's the worst CGI. It's just...
I'm gonna Google it.
It's very bad. It's very obviously, it's just Dwayne Johnson's face, poorly photoshopped on this, almost, it looks like a PlayStation 2 character.
Is it the Scorpion King? Is that, what his character is?
I think so, yeah. I think that's what he's called. But yeah, it seems very, adjacent to that, the Will Smith
Oh my
Genie.
god, yeah.
It's very much the same. I don't know how they managed to go back an entire more than a decade in the technology of CGI.
So, we talked about, we talked a lot about Will Smith Genie just, on the phone yesterday.
We did.
And, one of the things that we mentioned was how, Robin Williams' whole thing when he played the genie in the original Disney movie was that he did impressions of other comedians, and he had a background in stand-up, so he kind of pulled from that for his performance.
Of course.
And we were talking about what Will Smith would do to kind of evoke that same thing, because Will Smith hasn't really done stand-up, right?
No. The closest thing is he was on a sitcom 20 years ago, and he's in a bunch of comedy movies, but he's not really known for his improvisations or
yeah, he's not somebody that does impressions typically.
No.
Whenever I think of not impressionists, but
yeah,
that's a painting style, but I don't know.
Impersonators.
Anyway, we were talking about what he would do instead of impressions, and He's gonna dab.
He's gonna just do memes. Is his whole
He's
thing.
gonna do just, like, really outdated, weirdly modern memes, but, like, in 2 years they won't hold up as well.
Yeah, the Will Smith genie is going to floss. He's gonna dab. He's gonna say, like, rise and grind, let's get this bread. You said that, like, that line is gonna be said, like, early on, like, when Aladdin steals the bread. And, like,
I think Iago should say, let's get this bread.
But we don't have confirmation that Iago even talks in this movie, because there's no casting information for him.
You know what? If they make Iago not talk, that is doing a huge disservice to the film.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I feel like Iago was definitely not an integral character, but he's definitely, like, what you think of when you think of that movie.
Yeah, like...
Or at least part of it, for sure.
Yeah, I think it's, like, Robin Williams as the genie, and then, like, Gilbert Gottfried as Iago, and then, like, kind of everything else.
Yeah.
Like, on the echelon of... But I think this movie's gonna be remembered for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be remembered for, like...
That...
It's Guy Ritchie directing. He hasn't done, like, a really good movie in a while, I don't think. He... Like, they have, like, a white new character that they introduced for no reason.
Yeah, gotta have one.
They
I
have,
guess.
like, some white extras that they put in brownface, apparently, which isn't great.
That sucks. Yeah, that's real bad.
They were like, oh, we couldn't find any dancers or whatever who, like, fit the description.
Bullshit.
I'm like, no, you could. You could have.
Where did they shoot the film?
They did, like, shoot it, like, in the Middle East, I'm pretty sure.
So you couldn't find people.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
You could,
yeah, okay,
like,
that's
just
bullshit.
walk a few miles to the left and find, like, somebody.
Go to a city, you'll find someone, I promise.
You'll find someone who can dance. Jesus. And then casting... Like, ultimately, I don't think there's a reality where you could, like, bring back, like, the genie and make it not Robin Williams and make it work. I think you could, but I'm doubtful of, like, a positive response.
I am eternally grateful that they didn't try to do the weird, like... You know how they did that Audrey Hepburn commercial where they just, like, recreated her digitally? Mm-hmm. I'm so glad that they didn't try to do that with Robin Williams because that is, 1, terrifying. Mm-hmm. 2, I don't think it would look good. 3, I feel like it's vaguely disrespectful. I don't know how Robin Williams himself would have felt about it, but I don't know. It seems weird. Like, I don't like that idea.
I do. There are some movies that, like, do that, and I think it's interesting, like, the way they, like, bring actors sort of back to life. Or, like, make them younger or something. Like, they did that in Rogue One, the Star Wars movie. They brought back, like, a general or whatever in the Empire as, like, one of the main characters. And it looks...
Didn't they kind of do that with Carrie Fisher as well?
Yeah.
After she passed away.
They look pretty good, but they also kind of look like PlayStation 4 cutscenes.
Yeah.
Which is good technology, but it's not quite there yet.
Yeah, it's too creepy to really be, like,
I think it's
good.
I think it's better when it's, like, an actor, like, they're de-aging an actor. Like, they did that in the Ant-Man movies with Michael Douglas. They made, like, CGI him to make him look like, oh, it's Michael Douglas from the 80s. It's, like, Romancing the Stone era of this actor.
And, like, they kind of aged up the characters, like, in the Harry Potter, like, prologue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the epilogue at the end of the last 7th movie.
Yeah.
Movie.
Or there was, apparently, I haven't seen Terminator Genesis because I've heard it's terrible, but apparently there's a bit where, like, the old Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator fights the young Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator from the first movie.
Huh,
and
okay.
apparently,
that's interesting.
It's very good, like, CG on the young Arnie. Apparently.
Really? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just too... I think the audience would obviously know, like, no, this person is dead. They passed away. Like, I saw it on the news. And seeing them in a movie that they didn't record or act for, I think the average person would find that weird.
I think
I know I would, anyway.
Have you ever seen The Crow?
No.
The Crow is a very interesting, like, example of that kind of thing. It's the final movie of Brandon Lee, who died, like, during filming.
Okay.
There was a scene where, like, they were supposed to, like, shoot him with, like, a prop gun. or I think it might have been a real gun, but it wasn't supposed to be loaded, but it was. So he got shot and died. Yeah.
Oh my god, that sucks.
Yeah, it super sucks. They filmed, like, I think, like, 80% of his stuff for the movie, but they still needed some more scenes, like, to be filmed after he died, so they used, like, some stand-ins, and they, like, filmed, like, sort of, like, behind, like, over-the-shoulder kind of shots.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they tried, like, sort of, like, to... I think they actually used footage from his actual... No, I'm thinking of Bruce Lee. They did also use, like... They used footage of Bruce Lee's funeral in Bruce Lee's, like, final movie.
Okay.
Because apparently he was only in that movie for the last, like... For only the, like, 20%. And
Weird.
they just used, like, stand-ins for the rest. I've heard it's not very good, Bruce Lee's last movie.
Yeah, I mean... So yeah, Will Smith's Genie.
Anyway, Will Smith Genie, yeah. So...
He's definitely gonna dab and shit. Like, he's definitely just gonna, like, quote or replicate or whatever, just, like, out-of-date memes. Or, like, weird... Because, like, Genie's whole thing was that he made references to modern stuff that didn't exist back then.
Yeah.
Will Smith Genie is going to do the same thing, but it's going to be very bad.
It's going to be really bad, because he's not going to reference things that have been, like, around for, like, 10 or 15 years. Like, oh, here's a Jack Nicholson joke, or here's, like, you know, a bit about Rodney Dangerfield or whatever. It's going to be like, yeah, here's a joke about Ninja the streamer.
Yeah. Like,
he's going to mention Fortnite.
hey, oh, no, what was it that we decided that he would do, and then, like, it was like, oh, don't worry about it, you'll get it in 2,000 years, or whatever the fuck.
Oh. He's gonna floss.
I feel like the entire, like, ending credits, like...
Oh my god.
You know how, like, sometimes they'll have the credits rolling, and then just, like, shit going on to the side?
No.
He's just gonna be doing Fortnite dances for the entirety of the
I have a better one.
credits.
Have you ever seen The Nut Job?
No. I know what you're talking about, though.
It's Will Arnett voices a squirrel.
Cool.
And, the movie's, like, set in the 50s. Like, it's supposed to be, like, a sort of... Because there's, like, the mob is, like, there, and they're like, we got to deal with these squirrels breaking into our operation.
Squirrels? How do you spell that?
Like,
okay, you know what? No, I'm gonna spell it Skwoiles. Squoils.
Squirrels.
That sucks. I hate that.
Yeah. Well, okay, so, anyway, so it's set in the 50s. It's very obviously, like, everyone's wearing, like, three-piece suits and fedoras, and everyone, you know, has, like a bespectacled, and, like, they talk like it's the 50s and whatever.
Okay.
But there's a scene where...
Wait, are these humans?
They're squirrels, but there are,
okay.
there are, like, humans. It's like a Madagascar kind of situation where there are animals and then there are, like, people, but the humans don't understand the animals, you know?
Yeah, gotcha. I thought it was just, like, adult-ass human beings being like, we gotta take care of these squirrels. As if that at all matters.
Yeah. But anyway, so there's a bit where, like, the Will Arnett squirrel and his friend gets, like, excited about a thing. And the music in the background, you clearly hear Gangnam Style.
What the fuck?
Like, just in the background, you just very clearly hear Gangnam Style. And, like, just play, like, over a little montage or whatever. It's not addressed, and then during the end credits, you hear the song again, and all of the squirrels are doing the little horsey dance, the Gangnam Style dance.
I fucking hate that. Also, just for the record, your, like, humming it at first definitely sounded like the Venga Bus song. So I thought they just combined the two songs for this movie, and I was gonna, like, shit my pants.
That would
horrible.
be very good, actually.
You know what? If somebody could manage to make a good mashup of the Venga Bus song and Gangnam Style, I would die, but also, like, respect that person.
I would die happy. But yeah, anyway, Will Smith Genie is gonna Gangnam Style.
No.
What do you think the over-under is on Will Smith Genie, at least referencing the Gangnam Style?
I don't think it's gonna happen. I think that one's a little bit older. I definitely think Fortnite will be mentioned, though.
And see, like, it's older, but I think it's, like... I think that's like what Hollywood executives thinks is like still relevant. Maybe.
I don't think so. I know corporate memeing is usually like a couple of months behind, and in meme years that's like 4,000 years.
Yeah.
But like I don't think they're that far behind. That's a good like I was 15 when that was a thing, and I'm 21 years old now, so that's 6 years ago. So another thing that we talked about on the phone yesterday was how Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, and people are very excited about that game. Just as a disclaimer for anybody listening that really, really enjoys Kingdom Hearts, Jessie and I never played it as kids. We do not harbor the same nostalgia for the games, and personally, we think it's kind of stupid. So if you don't want to hear us shit on your favorite game for the next, 30 minutes, maybe skip ahead.
I don't think it's necessarily, a bad idea, Kingdom Hearts. Or, I think, the idea of, putting a bunch of Disney properties together in, a single kind of story thing, I think that's interesting, and I think that could be really fun. Like a Disney Infinity kind of thing, but without the, Amiibo Skylanders aesthetic or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that could work really well for a video game, or for a movie, even. I think that would be, really cool, a big Disney crossover kind of thing. I think my problem with it lies in, I know fucking nothing about Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
And I have no interest in it. Apparently, Final Fantasy, the overall storyline and whatever, doesn't play that much a role in Kingdom Hearts.
But
it's still very off-putting to see, Twinkie anime boys hanging out with Mickey, Donald, and Goofy.
It's so jarring. I love seeing it screenshots of just the artistic dissonance between seeing Sora in the Pirates of the Caribbean world with real ass rendered Jack Sparrow, and then Mickey and Donald and Goofy and all that. It's just so weird.
Yeah.
You and I aren't even really big anime fans. I definitely used to be, so I was inundated with the culture, so I know a decent amount about Kingdom Hearts and stuff like that. But nowadays we aren't even really into anime, so that art style is just weird and not entirely what we're super into as people, and then it's just so weird.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
It's fucking weird. The idea of the crossover isn't horrible, but I genuinely believe that if Kingdom Hearts was pitched today, people would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
It's anime boys, and they hang out with Mickey Mouse.
I've seen plenty of people online talking about how or not so much complaining, but talking about how people who never played the first couple of games being what the fuck is this? I don't know. I don't understand what's going on. And then people being I've played these games since I was 10, and I've played literally all of them. I can't even tell you what's going on. And I'm that sounds bad. That doesn't sound fun. I don't know. If you invest that much time in a franchise and you still don't understand what's going on, then what's the point? Why is that fun? I just don't get it. I have played the first bit of the first game, and I like Riku. I think Riku's a fun character. He seems gay. Everybody's oh yeah, all these characters are gay, which sure, great. Love that. But I don't know, I just don't understand how that's fun if you genuinely can't understand what the fuck is going on. And the actual plot is just so dense. But also Goofy is there. I can't get past that.
Yeah. Gorsh,
Mickey, you have to kill Sephiroth.
Do you have any updates from Goofy on how his divorce is going? I want to check in
I haven't heard from him in a bit. I think he's still going through it.
Oh, damn, that sucks. I wish him the best.
Yeah, me too. I'll let him know you said that.
Yeah.
The reason I thought of all this yesterday is because I was in class yesterday, and I should have been working on my midterm, but I wasn't. I was on Tumblr.
Yeah.
And then there's that fucking video that I sent you, and it was
it's in a snowstorm, and
probably the Frozen world.
Yeah, probably the Frozen world, actually. And Donald and Sora are running together, and they run up behind some big rocks or whatever, a boulder or whatever. Is that on your end, that noise?
Yeah, there's been some people dealing with tree stuff around my apartment complex,
okay.
So that's probably a chainsaw.
Cool.
in the background. Sorry about that.
Very fun.
Yeah, great.
What was it? Oh yeah. And they run up behind some like big boulder sort of things, and Donald says, "This should keep us safe from the snowstorm."
And then he walks like slightly too far from the edge of the rock, and he just gets like blasted away by wind, and he just screams, and the audio is cut off very quickly, and it's the funniest shit I've ever seen.
So it just goes, ah!
I so wish that I could do a Donald Duck impression. I just can't do it. I can make like a noise, and that's it.
The noise is pretty decent.
Yeah, I just can't vocalize or say any intelligible words.
Yeah. That's really good.
My PJ and I were hanging out at a duck park near the art building on campus.
Oh my fucking god.
We were just like narrating the lives of a bunch of different ducks, and I just like, I didn't chase them. I wasn't that obnoxious, but I just kind of walked behind them and just went.
That's some shit I would do if I could do that noise.
I think Tyler can do a decent Donald Duck sound, but not voice.
Really, the noise on your end, the chainsaws, it sounds like Tyler is in another room going, "Oh, Leo's not with me."
Babe. Yeah, it is Valentine's Day. I feel bad, but
Yeah.
I had school, and then we're doing this, and then I have work at 4,
Yeah.
so... Not to be like, Valentine's Day, more like Thursday, but I mean, that's kind of what I have going on today.
More like Thirst Day, am I right?
Uh-huh.
So Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, God.
What'd you say, oh god, about?
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought you got, like, another text from your landlord. It's like, "Hey, we're gonna fucking destroy your entire apartment. You better get out while you still can, fucker."
Hey, in 30 minutes, we're showing up to just wreck your shop.
Hey, if you're not out in 30 minutes, we're gonna fucking kill you.
The firing squad is on their way.
Beep, beep, motherfuckers. We're gonna drive an entire van straight into your bedroom. Have fun with that shit.
I guess I'll have to move my record player.
Your prices are going up.
Oh yeah, by the way, we're raising rent after we'd put a hole through your fucking living room. Landlords just be like that, though.
It's gonna go to paying for the hole that we put there.
That really is how it be.
Yeah, Jesus.
Euthanize all landlords.
Put them down. Anyway. See, yeah, Kingdom Hearts, I don't know, I think it's, I think they could make it work if it was just Disney stuff.
Yeah,
I think it could be really fun and, like, interesting and cool.
One thing, speaking of, like, crossovers and stuff, one thing that I was thinking about was, like, I saw the first Wreck-It Ralph movie. I liked it. The second Wreck-It Ralph, the Ralph Breaks the Internet movie, I have not seen, but I definitely
neither.
saw the clips about, like, the princesses and stuff, like, hanging out
Yeah.
and, like, being friends and wearing casual outfits, and it was very, very cute.
That should be an entire
like,
movie.
I feel like even just, like, short, like, animated clips or shorts or, like, a web series or something, I feel like after seeing that online, like, to promote the new Wreck-It Ralph movie, I feel like, obviously I can't speak for everybody here, but I feel like a lot of people would want that more than another Wreck-It Ralph movie.
Yes. I agree. I love Wreck-It Ralph, the first movie, to pieces. I think it's very cute. I think it's very fun. I really like the character of Vanellope. I think she's so cute and really likable.
I enjoy Fix-It Felix just because he's voiced by the same guy that does Wander from Wander Over Yonder, and I just, like, love that show so much, but that's honestly mostly why I like it so much, is just because of him.
Yeah.
But it is a very good movie, and it's very pretty to look at, and, like, the set
to look
design
at.
and the character designs are just really, really cool. So, yeah, it's a great movie, but I don't know
However,
how Ralph Breaks the Internet is.
I hear it's fine. I hear some people tell me it's better than the first. Some people tell me it's
Really?
as good. Some people tell me it's, like, just total garbage. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I've heard very mixed things. But I personally feel I would much rather never see Wreck-It Ralph and Vanellope and whoever ever again if it meant, like, getting an entire, like, theatrically released Disney princess crossover, like, action comedy something or other.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. And
do Ocean's 8 with Disney princesses.
They have to rob a bank. I'm gonna Google how many Disney princesses there are, so it could be Ocean's, like, 26 or some shit.
I saw a post, I think it was a tweet last night, saying that they should do Ocean's 8, but with the Fab Five from Queer Eye.
Okay. List of Disney princesses. Are you gonna make me count? Please don't make me count. Requirements to be a Disney princess. Wow, okay, that's on the Wikia.
What are the stipulations on being a Disney princess?
One of them is the character must not be introduced in a sequel, which I thought was interesting.
That's fair, I think. I'm trying to think of an example where a princess was introduced in a sequel.
The characters must be human or human-like. Okay, so Maid Marian doesn't count. From, like,
yeah, okay, well, I mean, she's not really is she a princess anyway?
I mean, her title is Maid Marian, so I don't think she's... I think she's part of... I haven't seen that movie in a very long time. She definitely lives in a castle, but...
Yeah, but she's not, like, royalty herself.
Yeah, I think she's, like...
She just
like a
works
handmaiden
there.
or something similar. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna read this list of stipulations to be a Disney princess. Okay. Mm-hmm. Each official Disney princess must meet the following requirements. The character must have a primary role in a Disney/Pixar film or another division owned by Disney, such as Marvel Studios, 20th Century Fox, or Blue Sky. Huh.
So that does mean that technically Shuri is a Disney princess.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Gamora is considered a Disney princess as well, based on this this list. I see her referenced in the next one.
Huh. But is she a princess, though?
Is she not?
She's not, like, related to royalty, I don't think. Unless you count, like, she's adopted by Thanos, but he's not really a king or anything. He's just, like, a lunatic.
He's just purple.
He's just purple and big and crazy.
Huh, okay.
That's interesting, though. It continues.
That also means that, with Marvel Studios and, like, I would assume, like, Star Wars is included in that, right? So Princess Leia is a Disney princess.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. The character must be human or human-like in the cases of Ariel, Krista, Gamora, and formerly Tinkerbell. The character should not have been introduced in a sequel. The character must be born royal, married royal, or has performed an act of heroism in the cases of Esmeralda, Mulan, Gamora, Moana, and Krista.
So Disney princess isn't necessarily, like you have to actually be a princess. It's just, like, being good.
So Mulan is technically
Mulan has always been grandfathered in as, like, a Disney princess.
Yeah,
even though she's super not royalty.
Yeah, I mean she marries a general, but that's not.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, that's not royalty.
Yeah,
Esmeralda as well.
Also, I think it's interesting. What was the last bullet point you listed before doing an act of heroism?
Not introduced in a sequel.
So that means that Melody from Little Mermaid 2 isn't a Disney princess.
Even though she's literally a princess.
Yeah, but then I guess that means, is Kiara a Disney princess?
She has to be. She's literally a princess.
But, like, also, she did appear at the very, very end, briefly, of the original Lion King.
That's true.
So technically, she's a Disney princess.
Who's to say that Ariel wasn't pregnant at the end of The Little Mermaid?
Yeah, shit. Eric might have knocked her up already.
Oh, God. The man works fast.
Too fast.
Ugh. Oh, wow, okay. The overall critical and box office success of the film can be seen as the deciding factor as to whether or not a character can join the franchise. This explains the absence of Kida, Thumbelina, and I cannot pronounce her name, but I think she's from the Black Cauldron or the Sword in the Stone.
Probably the Black Cauldron, be my guess.
Eilonwy?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, that's definitely Black Cauldron.
How the fuck do you pronounce that?
Let's find out.
So Kida from Atlantis: The Lost Empire is not considered a Disney princess because that movie tanked.
Boo.
Yeah, that sucks. She's literally a Disney character that is a princess. Come on.
Yeah, and she's awesome.
Oh, this is interesting. In the 2016 film Moana, Maui states that princesses have animal sidekicks. This has been evidently shown to be a common characteristic among the official members, but it is unknown if it is considered an official Disney princess rule.
Alanwi.
What the fuck?
Or maybe it's Alani? I can't tell, but...
No, it's Ilanwi. There's a W in there.
There is a W, but I'm not sure if it's silent or not.
I think it's we. Because it's spelled Eilonwy.
Yeah.
Weird.
Oh yeah, the animation on that movie is actually really pretty. At least the scene I saw.
I need to watch it. I need to watch, like... There was a couple of, like, older Disney movies that I never saw. I don't think I've seen Fox and the Hound.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see Black Cauldron. Wasn't The Sword and the Stone one of them as well?
I think so. I don't think I've ever seen it, too. So is that all the stipulations for being a Disney princess?
There was more stuff about being physically pretty, blah, 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 but, like, that's not
That's
important.
like every Disney character, though.
Yeah, like, every Disney character is relatively conventionally attractive, unless they're being used as, like, a comedic character.
Yeah, or a bad guy.
Yeah, that sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
I know you said that you had 2 things to do that you wanted to bring up on the podcast.
Actually, first off, cinema. Okay, no, I don't have an intro for it. I was gonna sang Cinema, but to the tune of Panama by Van Halen. That's who did that song. But also, I don't know how that song actually goes. So
it was just a train wreck from start to finish, huh?
It's a train wreck from start to finish. I'm gonna cut that entire bit out because that's actually like just bad and cringy.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
It's cringy. I made myself feel like I felt secondhand embarrassment for myself, like radiating.
I think that's just called
of
embarrassment.
No, like I could feel your embarrassment of me, like radiating.
I was just confused. I had no idea what you were doing.
Anyway, so I have a little bit of a new segment to introduce.
I need to think of some fucking segments. You have like 2 already.
I have like 2. Gonna be 3.
God, okay. You have. We decided it was Blu-ray Blast, right?
Yeah. Jessie's Blu-ray Blast. This time around, we're doing cinema. It's like cinema, but it's movies I've seen in a cinema with my ma.
I definitely thought you were just going to talk about movies that John Cena's been in.
Oh, that's a good segment.
Yeah, cinema.
I should do that.
C-E-N-A, ma.
What was I thinking? Anyway, this weekend I saw Mary Poppins Returns.
Oh, okay. How was Lynn?
He's actually very good. I was expecting his accent to be terrible because he's.
You know what? I think that's fair. I think that's a fair worry.
I was worried it was gonna be, especially since the last like American to be in a Mary Poppins movie was Dick Van Dyke as Bert in the original.
I forgot his name was Bert.
Yeah, and he's not great. He doesn't do a great accent. It's it's me.
That really is what it sounds like.
Chimney sweep, we all come to clean your chimneys and do a little song and dance.
It's me, Dick Van Diesler.
Did you see there was a tweet online. It was from like it might have been from Ben Shapiro. It was some like alt-right, who cares?
Idiot, yeah.
Yeah, and it was something to the effect of like, God, imagine being named Dick Van Dyke. In this PC culture, he'd have to be like intersex van, non-binary gender option or whatever. Like some like really stupid non-joke. Yeah. And Dick Van Dyke tweeted back at him like, "Shut up, idiot," or whatever.
Yeah.
It was
I think
really
I literally saw somebody on Tumblr tag a post of, or like talk about him as an actor, and they referred to him literally as Dick Van Diesler.
Oh,
and it's like,
my God.
I'm like, it's his name, man.
It's literally
like,
his name.
Like, I get it, but, like, come on.
Like, I definitely thought the same thing in, like, middle school. I was like, his name's Dick Van Dyke, but, like...
It really is a double whammy with Dick in there as well.
I mean,
but
yeah, but, like... Grow up.
It's his name. Like,
Yeah.
don't be a shit. Don't be a
Yeah.
shit about it.
Exactly. Anyway.
So, Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins. I went into it, and I was ready to not like it, honestly.
Okay.
I was ready, because, like, I like Mary Poppins. I have, like, nostalgia for it, you know, because it's a sweet movie from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But, like, I was ready to be kind of like, yeah, okay, it's just gonna be the same movie again, you know, basically. Yeah. And in many respects it is. It's very strikingly similar to the first one.
Yeah.
Even to the
like
point
shot
where
for shot.
Not exactly shot for shot, but it is very similar. Like, the story beats, we're following the same family again.
Yeah.
Like, it is literally, like, the kids from the first movie, like, grown up, and now they have kids. And one of them, like...
Okay.
Like, it's like, I don't remember their names, but it's, like, the brother and sister from the first movie. They still kind of have, like, a little bit of their personality, like, the sister still, like, giggles a lot, and it's, like, kind of, like, jittery a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, it's interesting to kind of see them, like, you know, 30 years on or whatever.
Yeah. Ben Whishaw plays the dad, right?
Yeah, he plays...
I like him. He's cute.
He has a
I'm
mustache,
not a huge
and
fan
I don't
of the
think
mustache. Yeah, I'm
the
not a huge
mustache
fan of
looks
the
bad.
mustache, but I think he's cute.
Honestly,
I like him.
Pretty good singer, too.
Really? Oh, I need to see this movie so I can hear him sing. I really like Ben Whishaw. I had a
pretty good,
huge
yeah.
crush on him when Skyfall came out. Do you remember him as Q?
I never saw Skyfall. I never seen a James Bond movie.
I have not seen... I feel like I hung out with some friends and we watched the James Bond movies, but we weren't really paying attention. We just, like, hung out while they were on in the background. I enjoyed Skyfall, and I liked him as Q, and then I watched him in a period drama called Brideshead Revisited, and it's about, like, Catholic guilt, and Ben Whishaw plays, like... I haven't seen it in a while, but he plays, like, a spoiled, like, eldest son in, like, some rich family, and this guy, like, goes to stay with the family, and he, like, makes out with the son or whatever. So there's some, like, homoerotic elements that I'm real into. But I think he winds up with the sister because homophobia and cowardice on the director's parts.
Yeah,
but,
they gotta know homo.
Yeah, they gotta know homo it. But I really enjoy him as an actor, and I think he's very, very pretty. So when I saw him in the trailer, I think it was, like, I saw the trailer, like, on a Target screen in, like, the electronics section. Not at my Target. It was at a different Target. And I saw him on the screen with the mustache in, like, the Mary Poppins trailer. I'm like, oh, it's that guy. I like him.
I'm not a fan of the mustache, but he's pretty good in the movie. I really like his character. And, like, Mary... Like, I don't know. I was just really like, okay... We're doing some songs that are kind of like the songs from the original. Okay, here's Mary Poppins. Oh, she's looking in the mirror, and the mirror, like, looks at her. Like, we're doing very similar things to the first movie. And I'm like, okay, here we go. It was just really charming. Like, it's so cute, and it's very charming and delightful and very fun. Something I think you'd really like about this movie, the animation is fucking gorgeous.
I've seen clips of it from like the stuff that they put in the trailer. It's you know, like, because they did a lot of the in the original movie. There's that scene where they're dancing with, like, the penguins and shit, and it's like overlapping the animation. Yeah. Is that the sequence? I haven't seen the movie in a very long time.
Yeah, that's when they're doing that, and also they're dancing with the penguins and all of that. But the animation never really lined up that well.
Oh yeah, it was an older movie.
It's an older movie. It's definitely, like, not a Who Framed Roger Rabbit kind of scenario.
Yeah, it looks similarly to how it did in Melody Time and The Three Caballeros. So, like, not awesome.
Yeah, it's like it's very, like, you know, Julie Andrews, like, looking at, like, very clearly nothing.
Yeah.
But, like, in this one, I don't know. It was just very, like, mesmerizing. The animation, I think, goes on for longer, I think. but it doesn't overstay its welcome. It's really pretty to look at. The costume design is really good in this scene because like they look like drawn on.
Real cool. Yeah, that's really neat.
They look like they're also animated, which is very cool. There's sort of almost some CGI, but it fits. Like it really like meshes well. And there's some sort of like story elements from the outside of the Mary Poppins plot that like kind of go into it with like the family and their struggles kind of like, I don't know, it goes really well together.
That's cool.
Like it all mashes up very well.
I definitely am like not super excited about all the Disney like live action remakes or whatever, but because I just don't see the point.
I had to see the trailer. I saw the Lego Movie too the same weekend as Mary Poppins, so I had to see the Dumbo trailer twice, and I want to fucking kill myself.
You hate Dumbo.
I hate Dumbo. It's a dumb, sad movie for no reason. It's, you're happy, kid? Well, fuck you. We're gonna take away your mom. We're gonna make fun of you. We're gonna push you out of a tree. You're flying? Okay, cool.
We're gonna have some really racist crows.
Yeah. So
we're gonna get this poor kid drunk. I remember that sequence.
Yeah, let's get him drunk and have a horrible hallucination. Fuck Dumbo.
Yeah, that kind of is how the movie goes. I remember watching it a lot as a kid, and I remember really liking it, but I feel like it was just because of the visuals, because I was really, really young. But I feel like if I watched it now, I'd be like, what the fuck? Leave this little baby elephant alone.
Yeah.
He's just a baby.
It's very mean-spirited from what I remember. And the movie version, the live-action version they're doing, is directed by Tim Burton, which is already a strike against it. The main character isn't Dumbo, it's live-action Colin Farrell, who has like only one arm, and he's like, I'm the leader of this circus, and we're a family here. We're a bunch of outsiders because it's a Tim Burton movie, and all Tim Burton characters are outsiders.
I guess.
And
I don't know why they chose, because I like the idea of creepy circuses. That's a cool vibe, but
it's not.
Why Tim Burton for Dumbo?
It's not like, I've seen the trailer like a bunch of times. It's not very creepy. It's like just offsetting enough to be like, okay, but it's not stylistically creepy enough for it to be like distinctly creepy on purpose. It's just creepy, but like a generic like whatever.
It looks like a circus. From what I've seen of the trailer, it looks like a circus at night with a fog machine.
Yeah, definitely. And like
I don't know,
sad clown makeup on an elephant. On a CGI elephant.
Oh my god, that sounds really funny. I feel like there's a decent amount of Disney movies that could benefit from a live-action adaptation. I think Atlantis would be fucking wonderful.
Oh yeah, or like Treasure Planet could be fun.
Yeah, like those could be really fun movies to like adapt to a live-action thing because there are people in it.
Honestly, you know, it would be like an interesting Disney like remake. Brother Bear. I could see that really working.
Live action?
Yes.
I don't. If
they make the animals more like cartoony, like not necessarily like this is a real bear, but like, you know, sort of like give them some like kind of like not DreamWorks face necessarily, but like sort of like cartoonish them up a bit, like make them a bit more like animated than like an actual bear like normally would be, instead of just making it look like a real bear with like peanut butter in its mouth, you know?
I think problem with live action
I think like Brother Bear should be remade because I think that movie has a lot of potential and it kind of squanders it a little bit. And I feel like it could be a lot better if it was like done again, maybe with more Native Americans behind the scenes. Oh,
absolutely. You're
on
totally
screen.
Right there. That's true. I think my problem with Disney live-action remakes is because they're just choosing weird movies for it. Like, movies that don't have a lot of people.
Dumbo.
Like, yeah, and, like, Beauty and the Beast. Like,
yeah.
I don't get it. Like, why not choose a Disney movie that has people in it to live-action remake and not... Like, the Lion King movie that they're doing is not live-action. It's entirely CGI.
It's entirely CGI, but it's, like, photorealistic CGI.
Yeah, I don't understand.
They should have made it like more cartoony.
Yeah.
Like, what I'm saying. Like, they should make it like maybe like realistic-ish, but still kind of like fun and goofy instead of just like, this is a real ass pig
Meerkat.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't understand the purpose. It's money. The purpose is money. But
I mean, yeah, definitely. But like, can I just say I fucking hate the designs in Beauty and the Beast so much. Like,
yeah, they're really ugly and bad.
Like, of all of the things, you have the option, this magical enchanted castle, and all of the people in it were turned into like inanimate objects. And you could have done anything with it, and instead you just drew a little, like, smiley face, basically, on, like, a pot or whatever.
Yeah.
Or on a candelabra.
Have you seen the Funko Pop for Mrs. Potts from the live action?
No,
It's
but I
very
already
bad.
hate it.
It's very bad. Please look it up.
Oh, no. Oh, no. We're getting my live reaction. This is an episode of live reactions.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. Mrs. Potts Funko Pop. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Oh my god, I'm looking at a side-by-side of, like the cartoon, like, one.
Mm-hmm.
The one from the original animated movie and the one from the live-action movie, and it's night and day. It's very obvious which one is better.
I'm pulling it up as well.
Yeah. Like,
Oh,
it's
good
very
Lord.
it's very apparent that, like, more thought and effort was put into the Mrs. Potts from the original.
Yeah,
Like, not
the-
just
the
both in the Funko Pop design itself and also in the actual, like, movie. On
yeah,
which
like,
it's
using
based.
the spout for her nose is fucking adorable, but they didn't
Yeah.
do that in the live action. They just put the face on the side, and it's really creepy. It looks like a
My
Snapchat
face is
filter.
My face is always stuck to the side of my body.
Turn me around, turn me around. I can't see.
Tip me over and pour me out.
Yeah, so that movie probably sucked. I didn't see it.
I've
just know
heard
that-
nothing but bad things. Yeah.
I just remember, like, I saw a bunch of shit, because I was working at Target when it came out, so we had a lot of merch for it. And we got in a lot of Barbie dolls based on Hermione. Fuck, Emma Watson. Whatever, it's Hermione.
It's Hermione, yeah.
Her role as Belle, and they look terrifying. Like, they tried to give the doll, like, Emma Watson's features. I swear to God, it looks like Obama. I don't know why, but these Barbie dolls look like Barack Obama.
You've told me about this, yeah.
I don't know if anybody else sees it, but whenever I see it, I'm like, well, that certainly is white Obama in a Belle dress. That's fucking wild. They did her so dirty in the design of those toys.
But yeah, Mary Poppins is really cute, and you should go see it. Also, you should go see the Lego Movie 2, because I also saw that, and I didn't really have time to talk about it, but it's very cute, and very fun, and I cried, and it's very good.
Was it just as pretty?
I think it's, look, the screen I saw it on was fucking broken, so it's tough to say.
That's right. I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, so for some reason, there was something wrong with the screen, with the thing that was sent to the cinema. I'm not for sure. They explained it very confusingly, but basically, it took up only a third of the screen. It was like I was watching it on Instagram.
That's
Like,
so weird.
I was watching just a perfect square of the movie.
That sucks.
Yeah, but the problem is, in the trailer, like, you see, like, Chris Pratt's other character, Rex Dangervest. He has, like, an army of, like, raptors.
That's funny.
He has, like, an army of, like, raptors.
So they basically just squashed all of Chris Pratt's characters into one character.
Yeah, basically, it's the joke.
Cool.
So it's, like, it's Chris Pratt, like, the doofy character that he was known for, like, when the first movie came out. And then Chris Pratt as who he's more known for now, who's, like, you know, action hero type.
Also, he works with a homophobic church, and Ellen Page has been dragging his ass on Twitter. You go, girl. That's so funny.
I love her, and I'm so glad that she's destroying Chris Pratt. I think it's very interesting, like, how much of Parks and Rec's cast kind of sucks now.
Yeah.
Because Rob Lowe's, like, a terrible Republican. Chris Pratt's a douchebag. And Aziz Ansari,
Yeah. That
Anyway.
shit came out. That sucks.
yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so like his the Raptors like they like talk to each other and whatever. They have like little jokes, but they're making little dinosaur noises, and it has like captions at the bottom of the screen. But
Okay.
you couldn't quite see the captions because the screen was like squished.
That's really funny.
It was super weird.
Did you say the theater gave y'all like free tickets or some shit?
Yeah, that's when we saw Mary Poppins.
Cool.
So that's fun. But the movie is beautiful. I don't know if it's better looking than the first one, but I definitely noticed more and more. I kept finding myself like staring up to the top of the screen to look at like Emmett's hair, like the headpiece and like the little like details. You can kind of see like the little bumps and grooves like in the plastic on his hair.
Yeah.
It's very detailed and like very crisp. It's like super cool to look at.
Crisp Legos.
It also like it plays around kind of with like the live action stuff a bit more this time
I remember
around.
that. That was like
It's
very
very
jarring
interesting.
at the end of the first movie, but I did enjoy it.
I think they weave it into the movie a bit better here. They kind of make it
cool.
look more a part of the story.
Yeah.
It's also like weirdly topical. There's a joke where President Business, they're like, "Are you gonna help us with this problem, President Business?" And he says, "I'm gonna play golf. Bye." And he just leaves to go play golf.
That's funny.
It's like that's intentional.
I see who you're making fun of.
Who could it be?
His name doesn't sound similar to Dump Truck, does it?
I mean, President Business is already kind of like
Yeah.
on the
You're
nose.
right. That is pretty on the nose.
Yeah, especially for a Lego movie. Also, there's musical numbers in it. I didn't know it was a musical until...
Oh, that's fun.
And it's really good. I didn't know, like, Tiffany Haddish plays a character. I didn't know she could sing. And she's really good in this movie.
Huh.
It's a very, very good movie, and I loved it. And the soundtrack is really good. They have an even more annoyingly catchy song than Everything Is Awesome, done by
yeah.
T-Pain.
Wasn't it just called, like, The Catchy Song or something?
The lyrics are, "This song's gonna get stuck inside your head."
Great.
And it did.
Great.
It did get stuck in my head. It's very annoying. I think I read an interview somewhere where the director said that they were gonna like take the annoyance of like Everything Is Awesome and crank it up to like 11.
That's really funny.
And they did. It's really funny. But yeah, it's a very good movie.
I should see it, because I did see the first Lego movie, and I did like it.
Yeah, you should also see Lego Batman, because it's really funny, and it's the best version of Batman in any movie.
Alright, so we're going to call it for today. Huh?
Yeah, it's better than The Dark Knight.
Alright, so we're going to call it for today, and happy Valentine's Day. Today is Valentine's Day, but it probably won't be when this episode goes up. But just for the record, happy Valentine's Day to gay people only. Straight people are actually forbidden from celebrating Valentine's Day. Isn't that funny, Jesse?
Yep, both those things are true. No straights allowed at this Valentine's Day.
Gay people are only allowed at Valentine's Day.
Yup.
Okay, so we're signing off for today.
No,
This has
no
been
cops
Leo.
are in love.
No cops are in love.
No cops are in love, just Hillary Duff in her barrel.
I thought it was Britney Spears. No, it was Hillary Duff.
It was Hillary Duff in her barrel.
That's She will protect us.
Alright.
Okay, well, happy Valentine's Day, y'all, and we will see you next time on Best Boys Podcast. So y'all have a good one.
See y'all next time.